So Jordan was not having the greatest shooting night, and then he comes up and hits that incredible shot at the end. How did you know he was prepared for that moment?
Well, we just felt like they were going to press, and he can kind of be a one-man press break. And he, like you look at his three-point percentage, thus far it is pretty good. But that was obviously just kind of a broken play. I'm glad I didn't call a timeout. Even the end of some of those overtimes, I thought we got looks that we wanted without calling a timeout and playing in the flow. But we have to defensive rebound way better. I mean, the lack of rebounding is a concern, a huge concern. I probably sat Ezra too much in the second half. I thought when he came back in, he changed the game with playing with force. But we've got to have guys defensive rebound for sure.
Coach, congratulations on a crazy win. You really got nothing from your two centers. Jacob had a few rebounds, and 2 points. What do you do to fix the defensive rebound issue? Because it was huge tonight, and it's been a problem for the last few games.
Yeah, we're going to have to do more rebounding drills, and guys are going to have to rebound in traffic. It's really simple. We'll have two hands on the ball, and we don't squeeze it. And so toughness, rebounding in traffic has got to be something that we get way, way better at. Our guards have to rebound better. Rodney Rice has got to rebound the basketball better, plain and simple. Easter comes in the game, and he has 6 defensive rebounds. And so that's why Jerry played 32 minutes, because he had 8 rebounds. We cannot have guys playing 51 minutes and having 1 defensive rebound, because you can look at the other guards on the other side of the floor and add up their defensive rebounds. So, number 3 had 10 defensive rebounds for them at 5'10". So we got a defensive rebound at center, power forward, off guard, point guard. Everyone's got a defensive rebound. Really, Chad and Jerry, were the 2 guys that I thought rebounded the way that they need to.
Hi, Coach. Heading into tonight's matchup, did you expect it to be as intense as it did?
Yes. Yep. I watched. It's a good example of travel, and their first 2 games they didn't play very good on this road trip. Then you get used to the time zone. Same thing happens in the NBA, and then you get used to the time zone. They go down to San Diego State and they win, which is why I have voiced an opinion in the Big Ten that we need to have more than 2-game road trips cross country. Do what the NHL does, do what the NBA does, have extended road trips. And I think Troy is the greatest example, because they came out here for 4 games, and games 3 and 4 were their 2 best games. Games 1 and 2 were a struggle. And that's what happens when we make those long distance trips. And then when they're 2 games, well, if Troy only came out here for 2 games, it's a little bit different than what happened when they played 4, and they are used to the time zone.
How can you prep your guys heading into the Maui Invitational this week?
I've coached in Maui. It's an intense environment. Games will be sold out. It's loud. It's in a compact, unique arena, and you've got to be able to play through high pressure situations because of the TV network that covers it. It's not going to be hard to find this game. You're going to know what station we're on, and we've got to be ready to step up to the challenge.
Hi, Coach. Your team played for 3 hours tonight and pulled out an incredible win. What did you learn about this group in a game that demanded so much toughness and adversity?
Yeah, it was from a spectator standpoint, it was a great game. The people that were here, not many left. I thought it was as enthusiastic as we've had in this building, obviously, because it's 3 overtimes. So from a spectator and a TV standpoint, it's probably great to watch and super, super entertaining. I'm more worried, we didn't go celebrate in the locker room. We got to get better. So I'm concerned. I want to get better. I want to improve. but we won the game, and now we go to Maui, with a win. To lose this game and go to Maui would have been devastating. To have to go there for the 3 games that we play there.
Can you talk a little bit about Chad's overall performance? Because he seemed to have a tremendous stat line across the board.
Yeah, I thought, playing him at some point, Rich, is like, it's probably a little bit different for him. I don't know what he'll say, but I think it's really good for his development in the future of his career to be able to have video, people to evaluate him, seeing him play as a ball handler and pick and roll and be a decision maker, and his block shots tonight, his defensive rebounding, his foul shooting, all those things were a high level. We need him to block out better, but he's stuffed the stat sheet for sure.
Any other questions?
Okay, number 11 from Troy, shot a lot of points, seemed to give you guys some trouble. What was the biggest challenge with him?
Well, he's a unique player because, number one, he's got really good size, he's got really good width, he's strong, he knows how to draw free throws attempted, and he's a right-handed player that predominantly dribble drives left. So that's a unique thing for a defender who's guarding a right-hander to know that he loves to go left. So it's hard to simulate that in practice, but he's a really good player. Like, he's strong, he knows how to lean his body into you. So yeah, he's a handful to guard. I mean, that's going to be an NCAA tournament team. If not, I'd be shocked if they don't win the Sun Belt. I know they were projected 4th, but their coach does a great job, and I'd be utterly shocked. And one of the things that I am, we got to get better, but we did control, the game for 33 minutes. When you look at, in football, it's time of possession or whatever. And we did lead for 33, and they led for 15 minutes of the game. It wasn't like, we hit a shot at the end and didn't have some leads. There were some times that we could have closed this game out. Twice with free throws, once with the defensive stop, and we just came up short in all those areas.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.